recording. Alright. Now that's online. And
Are we live now?
we are live now. Sending out the link to get people in here. Whoever's available. Bam. Alright. Hi, my love. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. I hope our baby's doing good. Just getting this out real quick, and then we will start the interview.
I send them out everywhere I could.
Awesome, awesome.
Spreaded the word.
Hell yeah. The word of our Lord and Savior, the Plague Doctor.
Oh yeah. A theory plague doctor.
Alright. Um. Alright. Hello, Arky. I slept for 2 hours. Today is the first episode of Creator Corner with my good friend and the dorm master of a glorious Discord service, Mr. Vladimir Byrne.
Hello everybody.
So this is both of our first interviews. So hopefully, oh shit, Doug Dimmadab. Looks like we're starting this off strong with a pin hit. So yeah, we're about to get in here really soon. So
Yep.
Doug Dimmadab. Woo! All right.
Drink some water, my man.
That I will. Woo! All right. Great way to start this morning. Uh, all right. So, yeah, today we're starting a new series called Creator Corner. Um, maybe every other week or once a month, depending on when I can get people in. I'll be doing a Creator Corner to where people can uh, come in, talk about their different works that they're doing. Maybe get some new fans from you guys and just figure things out. Um, so yeah, without further ado, I think we should start. I have traffic court, so I got. All right. Have a good day, Arky. Hopefully, we'll see you again later. All right.
Hopefully.
And we have a special background. Hello, Mouska. Welcome, welcome. We are just now starting. And here's our new
Fellow
background.
dormant in the chat.
Fellow dorm mate. Hello, hello. All right. Now we're here
It's
in.
wonderful, isn't it?
Oh yeah. We gotta be in the burn dorm library. That's where it's gotta be.
One of them.
One of them, yeah.
Of many.
Oh yeah, there's like 12. And that's not even including my own esoteric library.
The secret chamber.
Exactly, the secret chamber. Hello, Queen Sparkle. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, Fallen Frank. Awesome. Well, let's not keep you waiting then. Let's get right on into it. So, as I stated before, this is my good friend Vladimir Burton. He's an author, he is a content creator, and he's the dorm master of the Burton Dorm. And today we're going to talk to him a little bit and get to know his creative process and just a little more about him.
Very glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you,
To
man.
see, to virtually see you, all of you.
It's great to hear your voice. We've known each other what, like 6 months now?
Well, for about, yeah,
Yeah,
probably more.
probably,
Because we
yeah.
talked on threads before I created the burn dorm.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
now in it we just talked more, but probably a bit over 6 months, something like that.
yeah, somewhere around there. Within that time, we've grown to know each other pretty well. We've spent quite some time together.
Yeah,
Um,
drank many beers in the Pirate Bay,
oh yes.
sailed the seas, climbed the peak, you name it.
Hello, funny ever, funny ever. Welcome back. They say hi, Mr. Byrne.
Hello, hello. That's also a fellow doormate.
Yes, it is. All right. So, Mr. Byrne, can you introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us more about what you create?
Well, mainly, I'm an indie published author. I have one book currently published. It's called Wine of Legacy. We'll touch on it further, probably. I'm also a creator, like content creator for myself and some other people as well. Main platform you can find me is Threads, but I started doing also like Instagram and TikTok. I started filming myself. It's a bit too shy with that, but we fight it, the shyness.
Oh yeah.
And I'm also the dorm keeper for a creative community called Burn Dorm for many different creatives like poets, writers, singers, artists, and everybody else. Well, apart from that, you can call me a gamer for sure. From like 4 year old,
Oh,
a bit of a poet and some other crafty stuff.
awesome, awesome. Um, what what got you started with writing and content creation?
Well, content creation is kind of my job now for other people, so I try to learn that and better myself with that and experiment. Like with my content, I experiment to know what works, what doesn't, and so on. But with the writing journey itself, I can say that it started from a course I did, like professional writing journey. I found a course on how to like write books and sell them on Amazon. And at the time, I was looking for a side hustle or something like that, and it sounded somewhat easy from what they promised, and somewhat interesting to try out. So I thought, why not? I had some free time, so watched the course, saw what they had to say, and started writing. Took a couple like weeks researching to see what to write and just to learn the basics to like spell properly. uh, I explored the market on Amazon. That's like was the first step from the course. Saw that the most popular genre, and especially in indie author community, was romance. So that was my pick. Although I'm not at all a romance reader, but so tried writing romance. But what I saw, the actual kind of romance they were selling was a bit more spicier. That you probably know which one it is, but there wasn't the choice for me, so I ignored that hot, literally selling stuff, and just picked more clean romance to try to write, like short story with not many characters, but wanted to find like to stand out in some way, and with my just research and trying out here and there, I figured for a wine romance, like into words, uh, like one wine clean romance short story for the whole novel.
Okay, okay. That's pretty cool. Um, Firstly, hello, Comet. Welcome to the chat. Um, and then let's uh let's talk a little bit about your creative journey.
Yep.
Um, what inspired your current project? I know you said that you wanted to find like a good side hustle and such, but what really got this particular idea going?
Well, the biggest inspiration for it was certainly music. I'm very big like music lover and enthusiast. I don't make music myself, but I absolutely love to listen to it. I have over like 8 or 9 thousand songs in my playlists, like all of them. So at that time, I was writing the book in the summer, so I was listening to a lot of like summer old songs, uh, Italian songs, and not only English. And I guess with that vibe, I thought why not try to find a similar vibe that those songs gave me, and the vibe that they gave me was that of vineyards and like open fields, old countries, and all that stuff. And like twisting it with romance gave me the idea for the book.
Wow, okay, that's actually wonderful. Getting an idea for literary art from music is not one that I've
Oh yeah,
really heard before, but it makes so much sense. Music gives
a lot
you
of my like best scenes are inspired by some specific song I heard, I listened to at the very specific time, very specific mood.
So does that mean that there's a certain playlist that you have in mind while reading Vines of Legacy?
I can create one. I actually, after like a year or something, I met a friend, and she turned out to be a book lover, so she read a lot of books, and me being an author, we kind of connected. And one of the books she brought, in the first like before the actual first chapter pages, I saw that there is like suggested playlist, and I wanted to do that so bad for like all the new books because that just sounds perfect for me. And I didn't know you could do that, to just like suggest songs you could listen to while reading.
Oh yeah, it's I've only personally done it once, but while I was listening to the music and reading, it definitely enhanced my want to finish that book.
Well, and the experience as well. It just gives you more emotions,
Oh yeah,
makes the scene feel better.
yeah, especially when you get the songs that are specifically picked out by the author themselves. I feel it gives that emotional depth that a lot of people can't really do for themselves, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Well,
Um,
it's hard to know because until you read the whole book, you cannot really know which songs to pick. And the
right.
author knowing the whole story from the start makes it just possible, not easier.
Oh yeah. So, um, speaking of Vines of Legacy, we have a short little video for you guys, and uh, let me just show it to you right now. Um,
It's mostly a video of a very welcoming and kind reader that got the book. As I don't have a book myself now, it's still being delivered, and so they filmed it for me. I'm just still not believing that something I wrote exists in this world.
Yeah, there is a physical book. I personally have a online file. I've only read the first couple of chapters, but what I have read so far has been extremely encapsulating. Um,
Thank you.
your words flow extremely well, and it makes me want more.
You'll get more and a lot
Okay.
better. As I
Yeah.
read my like first chapters from this book, they're good. Like they are very good for especially first book, I think. But considering to what I can do now, I would certainly will be able to rewrite it a lot better, probably.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And when I finish it, I already know that I'm going to cry. um, so I do have a image of the book with a little bit of a synopsis around it that Mr. Burns sent me. I have that up on screen right now. Mr. Byrne,
Yeah.
do you personally drink wine?
Not much.
Not much.
I tried it. Yeah, I tried it, but I'm not an any alcohol drinker. I don't like the taste of most of it. But for the book, I did very extensive research and asked my family that some of them really enjoy wine. So
I
the facts there are true.
Good, good. I personally love wine. My great grandmother was like a wine aficionado, and all my life I grew up with her drinking all different types of wine. So as soon as I was 21, because that's the age here in the
Yeah,
states,
yeah.
my one of the first things I did was drink a bottle of wine with my great grandma before she passed,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
and yeah, so wine definitely has a special place in my heart just for the
Yeah, well,
memories it gives me.
with you being in this situation, kind of close to what the main character of the book is in, you'll probably have a lot more emotions than like any normal reader.
Oh yeah, I've already gotten that a little bit. So I'm like, oh no, what am I getting myself into? I'm gonna cry so much.
I haven't really cried because like only a couple things of media like overall made me cry for my whole life, but I did fell in love like very many amount of times while writing this book.
Super fair. I know when I write, I get extremely attached to my characters. And
That's for this book. I didn't cry. The current project I did made myself cry with my writing.
yeah, I completely understand that. I made myself cry with my thread story the other day. It I posted it and automatically went, oh, this makes me sad. I shouldn't have posted that.
It's such a like not really sad, more of a beautiful feeling to make yourself this emotional with something you just came up with.
All right. Fallen Frank says, I've got to read this book because I love wine. I work with Dionysus, so it's kind of a requirement. Oh, also, this is. Oh, hi, Forrest. Okay, okay. Hello.
Another wine enjoyer.
Yeah. If you all caught it a few days ago, the chariot in my story got destroyed, and I cried for like 25 minutes after I posted that.
I've seen a lot of your short stories and I missed some of them, but as I understand you like write a whole story but with the snippets of it. Like
Yeah,
posting snippets of it.
yeah, I actually have a Google Doc that has them all in order that I'm continuously
Mm.
adding to. Thanks to a funny ever right there for getting it started. Um,
That's interesting. I did actually had done that when I started threads, like more around like 100 to 200 followers. Because I did my normal short stories, but some of them, the ones that went viral, I kind of continued them. So I had a couple of longer short stories.
that's super fair. I didn't even start out with a entire story. I started out just posting random crap, like random funny or creepy tweet like things. And then all of a sudden, I just started writing a story and it took off.
Yep, it just sits in your mind and plots on
Right.
how to attack your mind.
Exactly. Um, Speaking of works and such, um, what's the biggest creative challenge you've had?
It's mostly from the 3.5 books I've written, two and a half. It's writing the main character. It's still the hardest part of writing the story, and the most like researched and learned subject. I constantly come back to like different videos on how to do it right, wrong, and still can't really get it right. Well, I feel like I can get it right.
That's very fair. That's one of the things that I struggle with too. That and dialogue a lot, not gonna lie.
Yeah, dialogue is. I'm not very much on dialogue. It's not for the first book. I think it's normal about maybe even a bit more than it should be. Can say that for sure. But on the more recent works, I have a lot more action and like thoughts, descriptions than dialogue. So not really a problem for me for now.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I very much enjoy writing action, mystery, and horror. That's my genres of preference.
Well, the second book I started and is unfinished. It is mystery mainly.
Ooh.
So once I get to it, maybe we'll have something else to enjoy.
Well, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. All right. So, how do you handle creative burnout or self-doubt?
It happens like planned after like 2 3 days after I finish a chapter. Is usually I finish it and either I don't know how to proceed to the next one and what to write about it, or if I did a good job writing the last one. So that usually is the main like starting point of the burnout. But how I take care of it is either try to create something else as if like in different art form. So if I'm writing, I'll try to draw something or craft something, or just leave it if I am in no mood to create anything. I can just leave it be and look for inspiration, study something to, because sometimes when studying you also get inspiration not just from looking the stuff you like, or just reread my old notes to sometimes maybe find exactly what I need that I written like 3 months ago and I need it now. So that's the main option.
Lots of note taken.
Oh, a lot. I have a mini Wikipedia already for my current book. My
Uh,
notes.
that's wonderful. All right. All right. Head on to some behind the scenes questions. Yeah. What uh
Sure.
what does a typical day of work look like for you? Like your creative work.
Well, I usually like to write on evenings, as at that time the family is sleeping, nobody's bothering me mostly, and usually it's a lot calmer vibe, especially if there's like a nice sunset or even rain. That is even more perfect. So first thing is to choose the music, as you could have guessed. Make a snack or a drink, some form, usually a tea. Uh, Prepare my notes, or I usually have them somewhere in the file. I like leave notes on what I'll write in the file itself, where I will write, and then just as I write it, I delete the notes and just start writing, fast or slow.
Just however it flows.
Yep.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I definitely spend more time writing at night than I do during the morning or afternoon times as well. Just something about the night that's just peaceful.
Yep. Morning and day writing just feels weird. It's days are for note taking, not the writing itself.
Right? Note taking and research in the morning, take a break
Yep.
in the afternoon, and then write in the evening.
Absolutely, that's the plan usually.
Ooh, sorry guys. Ooh. Oh,
It's a bit dusty in this library.
yeah. We should we should get the cleaning imps in here.
And you probably didn't change the herbs in your mask for a long time.
It's been a couple days.
Well, that's up for update.
That's why I'm growing the roses. All right.
That's great.
So, because we all know every artist has them, what is your creative ritual?
Well, I like shortly described it to you already. So mainly is the music choice, because if I am in the mindset to write, I know what to write, and I just get that extra motivation with the right music for the scene I'm writing. It just like a formula for amazing writing session, and I can write a lot of it. I can write like better, so there's not many stuff to delete or change, and it's just a formula for success, for my personal success of the writing session.
Okay, okay. Well then, with that, how do you decide when something is done, like completed, ready to be published?
That is, if I'm getting very sleepy and cannot write more, so it's like very deep into the night. If I just can't think already, I just put a dot and that's the finished chapter usually. Or if I get to the point that I planned, so like my chapters are somewhat logically started and finished, so like one day or like one I don't know, action, like long action of my characters coming like from one place to another, and once I get to like a point in between the scenes changing, uh, that's where I usually put the dot and finish the chapter.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's see. Boo, boo, boo. So, What advice would you give somebody that's just starting out with writing?
Well, first thing I'd say for to like put your own goal for what you wanna get from this writing. That being, do you wanna write for yourself? Do you wanna write for somebody? That can be even like a love poem, a love story, or just a funny story you want to share with friends. Uh, or do you wanna make money with it? But in any case, you have to enjoy it. And for you to know if you enjoy it, you have to try it. So that's the first advice. So you just go and try it. Whatever you have in your mind, like any story, it can be even a fanfic of your favorite medias, shows, or whatever. Uh, you can just take any story, any idea you have, and try doing something with it. And once you actually do something and write something, you can see, do you enjoy the process of it? Do you enjoy the finished product, finished story that you have created? And from that, getting the understanding if you want to continue it or not. Because like loving literature and loving reading is not an how do I say it, a requirement for you to enjoy writing. Because I didn't like literature in school at all, and I barely read any books until this point. Like I just started reading as started writing.
Yeah, I feel like um I feel like school ruined reading for a lot of people. Um
Yeah, just I think it comes from the choice of the what is the subject for like reading and discussing.
yeah. Before we move on, I want to put in chat where to buy your book. So I'm
Yeah,
going to put right here, burn book. All right, and there is the link in chat to buy Vines of Legacy right now, if you guys are so inclined to do so. And
if my selling speech sold you the book.
uh, from what I've read so far, I definitely recommend it, and I am definitely making fan art after I'm done with the book.
That'll be interesting. I haven't had any fan art. Almost no. I think one of the dormits did one fan art.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot more. um,
Hopefully,
let's see.
the reviews and ratings so far have been mostly positive.
We spoke about other
Yeah,
content
the
creation,
advice.
which
Yeah,
y'all can find on Mr. Burns' Instagram, which I am linking down below as well as their TikTok and threads, which will also be put in there. So just give me one moment to throw those in there.
yep.
Oop, what?
Meanwhile, I thought
Why
of
did that
another
not work?
advice I can say to others.
Yeah, go for
If
it.
you wanna start or like try to learn writing, see how it's somewhat done correctly and more easily. I'd advise the source that gave me the most uh,
Uh,
one motivation
I don't
to
know what.
continue writing and just understanding on how to do it properly. And there is lectures of Brandon Sanderson. They're available on YouTube. They're free, so anybody can find them easily. There's two versions of 2020 and 2025. He just posted. You can pick whatever because it's the same class that he lectures. I watched the 2021 and took extensive notes on them. And Brandon is a very awesome, both teacher, author, and just very awesome person. So for anybody who wants to try dabbling in writing, that's your first recommendation for me to like explore, learn.
Okay, that sounds like amazing advice. All right, we got the Instagram, the TikTok, and now the threads. And there you go. There's all the links for you guys. You can follow him on Instagram, on TikTok, and on threads, and you could buy his book on Amazon.
We'll be very thankful for it, for everybody joining in.
Um, all right. Well, I was gonna ask how you promote your work and find your audience, but it seems we've already pretty much talked about
You
that.
shared the links of how I do it. So
Instagram, TikTok, threads, and then word of mouth, like doing these interviews and such.
yeah, collaborations are a big part. So I started doing the community and Burn Durham as a part of it to help starting creatives, artists, and whoever else, creative person, just to get support from the
Yeah,
start.
let's talk about Burn Dorm a little bit. Um, I'm not gonna show y'all the
It's
inside of the dorm because member
you
privacy and
gotta
all
see it
that.
yourself.
Yeah, you got to see it for yourself. But we can for sure bring this image up, the official logo of the Burn Dorm, and we could.
Yep.
Why don't you uh do a little visual?
Introduction.
Yeah.
Well, Brandorm isn't something real. It's all fictional, and every member of it sees it in their own way. So probably my vision and understanding will be different from anybody else, but I vision it as a giant castle uh, around the on a hill around the forest. We have a lot of area already described and named. So this forest has the name of Silvervale Forest, um, and the dorm itself is a giant building. It has at least 250 rooms, each room for one of the members. We aren't full yet, so there's a lot of free space if anybody wants to join. And apart from those 250 rooms, there's a lot of different halls, how do I say, corridors, and other rooms with different purposes, and they just keep on getting discovered, created. So it's an ever changing, ever exploring space for creative people.
And
How do you vision it, Raven?
I usually see it like a castle as well. Um, more like a Hogwarts-esque castle, so very large, very grand, but also changes throughout the day. It
Yeah,
like kind of like it's alive, you know?
because it is
Right.
somewhat.
And of course, me being the resident plague doctor and m- maybe not a vampire, I definitely spend a lot of time in the darkened corridors. And if y'all
Yeah,
join, you can always find
catacombs
me
are your favorite space to chill out in.
exactly. And if y'all do join the burn dorm, you could always find me in room 049. If you know, you know. Um,
Mine is 108.
oop,
You wanna have a knock and chill out with the doorkeeper.
yes. Funny ever says, collective imaginations fit well in the corridors of a castle. That
Yep,
they
absolutely.
do. Yeah, but I see it as a really large castle with a magical forest around it, a lake down in the distance that definitely has a couple of sea dragons in it.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot of dragons around.
uh
Inside, outside, hidden, flying, running, whatever.
We do like our dragons.
Oh yeah.
Dragon D's nut. Anyways. It's me. I gotta throw a little stupidity in there. Um. All right. Let's see. Do. Have you had any happy accidents that changed your work for the better?
Mm, those are mostly randomly happening on a very good writing session, depending on my d20 roll of imagination. Uh, if they do happen, it's usually when a character just declines the outline that I written out for and does something else, and I just imagine it, describe it, and understand that that is now the only way I can go in, and for the story to go in. And so I just ditch out the outline out the window and continue writing in that direction.
Okay, okay. That sounds pretty good. I I absolutely love when my characters, like my side characters, hijack things. Um, Especially with like the animated series I'm working on. One of the secondary characters definitely steals the show. And
All my side characters steal the show, then the MC is just vaguely somewhere in the background.
MC's just there.
Yeah, he's just there to make a point for side characters to go somewhere.
Somebody needs to hold the camera.
Yeah, right. And to narrate things and describe them.
um. Okay.
MC should be rewritten not as main character but as main camera.
I like that. I like that. Um, if you could instantly master another skill, what would it be?
Probably drawing, like overall in what's called digital and
And traditional?
normal. Yeah, traditional. Uh, because with writing stories, you'll have a lot of material to draw, and that is just to show off your work, to give your scenes and characters uh, like a physical appearance that everybody can see. Describe your stories more visually, even to yourself, when you just draw something and see it all the time. You understand the character a lot better. You can understand the action or the mood of the scene a lot better. Now that usually happens in my head with imagination, but sometimes it's hard to find like all the little details, and those little details give the overall picture its final mood and message. So I'm probably drawing.
That is extremely fair. When I make a new character, I tend to draw them out. I actually drew the Plague Doctor in this background, guys. That's my original
It's,
artwork.
it's awesome.
Um, but
Fits the library perfectly.
right? Like, we did good. Collaboration. But yeah, I usually draw out my character first, and then from there I'll try to describe them from the drawing so that it's more like personalized and a little more detailed in my writing.
Mhm.
So,
I also did try to draw some of the characters just as concept art, to try on different forms and stuff. I'm not that good of a drawer or like illustrator. Uh, when I was working in the hotel, I had a lot of free time, and in those summers, I did do mainly just drawing on the reception, and I did get my drawing skills quite improved, and drew some artworks that I would say are very good, but not many of my characters. I was just either redrawing or trying some other forms of drawing itself to see what I can do and can't do.
Very fair, very fair. Okay.
Also, being able to draw will save a lot of money for illustrating all my stories if I want to do like a webcomic or like I don't know, like a game or something.
No, I very much feel that. I uh I want to turn my thread story into a webtoon, but I don't
Who
have
doesn't
right.
want to webtoon of their story?
Yeah, I just don't have the complete technical skills to get all the artwork done. Like I could get some
Yeah.
pretty good artwork done, just probably not
You can
as
imagine how it
consistent
should
as it
be, but
needs.
just to get it on how it should be, it's a hard part.
Right, like it's a very long process and it usually takes an extremely big team to get every little bit done. And
Yep.
I could do little bits of most of them, but I'm no master in any of them.
Yeah, I mean, drawing one character throughout the whole story, like 300 times for 100 pages of a webcomic, that sounds insane. Then just one character,
Oh yeah, dude,
if it's your main.
I have a sketchbook that has like 200 pictures of the same three characters.
Yeah, that's good. At least you'll learn to draw, and
Oh yeah.
that's a very good starting ground.
Oh yeah. You got to start somewhere. Speaking of characters and visualizing them, if you're, uh, let's say if Vines of Legacy got got turned into a movie, who would you want to play the main character? Uh oh, my internet cut out. What the hell? Oh, okay, hang on.
The
Okay.
ghosts took you out.
Oh man. All right, are we back? Are we back? Chat, can you hear us? Are we back? Dropped frames. Disconnected again. What the hell? Reconnect. Alright, says reconnection is successful. Let's see, did it actually do it? Ugh. 40 minutes
Oh,
into.
something started.
There we go. Um, let's see, create a dashboard. Are we back up? Alright, yeah, we are back up. Awesome. Alright, sorry about that, chat.
The internet ghosts took out our doctor.
Right? Oh man, I guess I asked the wrong question. Alright, so yeah, our internet went out like completely for a moment there. On the YouTube channel, don't worry, it won't cut out, but you guys didn't miss anything. We'll give you a
Yeah,
we'll give you all just a
we're
second to
we're
get
just
back in
checking
here.
the if we can hear each other.
Oh yeah. I'm leave this in the YouTube video because I think it's funny.
Someone's probably laughing out on the floor, just crying from laughter.
Right. The house ghosts are dying
Oh yeah.
all over again. Okay. All right. So, if your work was turned into a movie or a game, who would you cast as the lead?
Now they would take me like 3 to 6 working months to figure it out. As I write my stories, like some of them imagine as a game. Like me being a gamer, I imagine everything as a game. And some of them I imagine as movies or animated series. And so for animation, you can't really choose a lead because you'll choose just a voiceover. But for a movie, also not sure.
Uh,
Is
what is going on? Why is it saying that there's possible ban evaders? I know you haven't been in my chat room before. What the hell is going on? Like, just another lazy creative came in, but it's not. Okay, hang on. I swear Twitch messes up on the weirdest things sometimes. What the hell? Do they keep disconnecting the fucking Wi-Fi? Oh my god.
are you cutting out again?
Alright, we back?
No.
Alright, looks like we're back.
So I was just rambling to myself this couple minutes.
For a second, yeah.
Interesting.
Um, failed to load module. Weird. Okay. Um, got choose again.
Why did I cut
Okay.
out?
Da da. How do I? Uh, we're gonna just turn that one off because it is messing up. Okay, there we go. That should be good now.
We're back live.
Yeah, we're live. It just wasn't letting just another lazy creative come in and like put post in the chat, and it's because auto mod was messing up, so I turned that off
Hmm.
because what the hell?
Well,
uh,
who doesn't have technical problems?
right? Is it really a Twitch stream without technical problems?
Is it a stream even? We're not cutting
Exactly.
out a couple times, losing voices and all that stuff.
Um. Okay, let's see. You're not the problem. It's Twitch being dumb. Um. It won't let me load the
No, they
module.
can hear us now.
Oh yeah, they can hear us. All right, cool, cool, cool. So, where were we? Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. All right. So, if creativity was a creature, what would yours look like, and how would it behave? Thank you for the follow, just another lazy creative. I'm glad to have you here. Mr. Byrne, can you hear me? Uh-oh, chat. Did we lose the dorm master? Oh.
Can you
Uh,
hear me now?
there you are. Hello,
No.
hello.
Yeah, very strange stuff happening. I talked to you, cut out. Tell any
What?
other stuff to me, and we both can hear each other.
Right, I ask about who's gonna be your lead, and then all of a sudden it wants to start messing up.
Yeah, and
Wild.
I told you like for 3 minutes who is it gonna be, and then started your you cannot hear me.
Right? Dang. Okay,
I
so I
kind of
guess
kind of talked to myself for a couple minutes.
I guess I'm not allowed to ask that question. We're just gonna see when it comes out.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
do it for part two.
yeah. So, if creativity was a creature, what would yours look like, and how would it behave?
I can already have a creature like that, and in the bird dorm, uh, a lot of our dormmates can have their own pets, either real, and just transport it to the dorm, and or imagine them a mystical pet,
I have more than
like
a
any
few.
oh yeah, any creature like dragon, ghost, whatever, however you want it to look like.
Swarm of
Uh,
bats.
yep. And my creature is a fire fox, not the browser. Her name is Ignis.
Oh, she's a
Uh,
browser, all right.
yeah, well, she has the history of a browser,
She's always
and
in
is
this damn
constantly,
library.
yep, constantly collecting information from the from my thoughts from different books. And she likes to sleep on books to as if to like feel in information from them. Yeah, so it's a fox purely made of fire. She's very friendly and sometimes very chaotic, so depending on the mood, whatever you'll get. And she just runs around the dorm, sparking inspiration in others, and myself as well. It's a very, very, very interesting fit. Both like the fire and both like the creativity itself.
Yeah. In the burn dorm, I have quite a bit of familiars. I have a swarm of bats where each bat has its own name, and each name is a bat pun because I'm me. And
I
I,
think I have described them in the chats,
oh yeah,
the threads.
man,
I don't
it
remember
would
them.
take. That was months ago. um,
You have them, but they're somewhere around.
yeah,
Absolutely.
they're somewhere. They explore. They steal cheesecake from the dragon. But I also have a fire lizard named Tempest that has beef with Mr. Burn here.
Yeah. We have a rivalry in sort.
It's a one-sided rivalry, but a rivalry
Yeah,
one
well, I'm
nonetheless.
trying to be friendly, but well, the choice is not mine.
We are a very lively bunch.
I
Um,
think I have fights with a couple other familiars for some reason as well.
um, if you had to explain your work to someone from 300 years in the past, how would you do it?
Well, books still existed there, and I think they were the main source of entertainment. So probably the same way I would explain my book now. Maybe there would be a problem in describing like more modern technology because it didn't exist back there. I don't
Yeah,
know. The main story and premise I would describe it the same as now because those stories existed for hundreds of years. I'm
very.
probably not the first person to think of a wine romance.
I mean, especially with a book centering around romance and wine, that's pretty much
Yeah.
just Greek and Roman life.
Yep. I just put the setting of wine like to 90% and the romance to 20.
Very much so.
So maybe I'm the first to make that percentage, but maybe not.
So it seems like it would be pretty easy to explain your book to people 300 years ago.
Yeah, maybe they would have liked different books back then, but probably some of them would enjoy it still. Maybe they would burn me. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, we can't go back in time currently. So,
For, for me, riding a car in the book, and I would have become a Witcher.
real. Um, let's see. When in your work do you feel like you've just cast a spell?
Maybe when I create my side characters, like when I have to create a new one, because that's the funnest part for me, and I'd say the easiest one. I know how I just, if I need a side character, I just instantly can create the perfect one for this exact scenario or scene. And they're the easiest one to write for me. Like I make them instantly iconic. And from the readers that I have, they all like my side characters a lot more than MC. So that's like my blessing and a curse.
That's super fair. All right.
I will be the, how can I say, the trendsetter of author who creates books with all only side characters without the main character.
Oh yeah. Okay. Um.
That'll be the perfect book for me.
So I have just a couple more questions for you, and then after that we can go and take questions from chat if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Um. So chat, get ready with some questions, and we'll pick probably like 4 or 5 that you guys have, and
Yeah, well, we
yeah,
have 4 or 5 people here, so that's one can have a question.
beautiful. Everybody think of a question. Let's see.
We'll rate them after.
So, Mr. Byrne, what was a moment that almost made you quit, and what stopped you from quitting?
I wouldn't really say I had a moment like that, because I think my author's career is just starting, and I'm just like playing in the kindergarten in the scale of author community and just book world.
That's very fair. Being new and
Yeah, I need to think of if there, yeah, if I had a moment like.
it's very fair. Being new and being extremely passionate about it. I didn't think you would have had a moment, but always gotta ask.
I still have the fire just burning.
Oh yeah.
Have you had a moment like that?
Um. Yeah. When a few, it was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. But when I had my my third child, my first biological child, my exes like did like little snippy comments about my art and my music and all of that, and even my first Twitch channel.
Just
And
piled together.
yeah, just literally everything I did, they just kind of shit on, and I stopped doing everything really until I met my beautiful wife, Dree, and she inspired me to get creating again.
Sport and from that side is very important, and discouragement from the outside is also very, well, not important, but it's very real.
Uh,
Because if you create something you're passionate about and everybody around says that shit, that's bullshit, then you will not have that much motivation and just want to continue as if the same people would have just encouraged you to continue and to say that they like it and maybe give some advice or something.
right. Like,
I think the, yeah, go ahead.
being in the burn dorm the past few months and talking to you and all of our friends there, it's helped me a lot to keep creating, to keep presenting what I'm doing, to come up with new ideas. And I think that's really the secret to creating is just having that support system.
Being a part of that shared creative fire, just
Yeah.
having people that like the same stuff you like, think in the same way you think as a creative. And that was the one of the main points of not support just like physically in the socials and stuff, but mentally as well.
Oh yeah. Like without the people who have been what just happened there? Without the people around me, I would not have done any of this. I wouldn't have started
Yeah,
my
same.
threads
I would say
account.
same.
Yeah, it's
A couple of my like pre-alpha readers, maybe my dad and my granddad. I both give them my works and mainly just they're reading now my current work. And my dad like read everything that I gave, and him being a lot more experienced in just reading because he read a ton of books for his life, and I just hated reading. So I asked him for a lot of advice, and he gave me a lot of advice and just motivated me to continue writing. So that's very awesome to have just a supporting person like that in my creative journey.
oh yeah, that's
And being
abs.
that, I would like to become this supportive person for others, and I think I'm slowly becoming this
Oh,
quickly.
I would very much say quickly, not slowly. Like
Thank you.
the amount of joy that I see and feel in the burn dorm every time you say something is it's immense. It's like standing on the surface of the sun.
Well, you're standing in the source of the creative fire, so it's almost as hot as there.
I would argue a little hotter.
Okay, I'm flattered.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
um. So, question: what is the pettiest reason you've ever scrapped or changed an idea?
Well, I'd say the real reason I changed some of the stuff for my current book and others is if I write something and like I finish it for now, but the quality I don't know meter is just not up to the standard, like my standard. Like I understand that this is not as good as I would love to leave it in the book. So if that happens, I'll just have to walk around and rewrite it until it is up to standard or above it. I had a couple of chapters that I written, and I don't understand what, but I can feel that it's just wrong. Like something either is missing or I did something that is just wrong. And I walk around, like look. A good thing to do in this situation is to look at like other media that done it already like perfectly. So any film, if you like write in the genre, you need an action scene. You don't know what you don't have for your action scene. So go look at similar action scenes from movies, from books, series, like in the same situations, and they could inspire you or just give a tip on how to fix it and improve it. So they just that a couple of chapters.
Okay, okay. All right, and then my last question. Um, Imagine your creative career as a video game. What's the boss fight that what is one boss fight that you've had to beat?
Like still in future that waits for me
No, one that you have beat. Like one that you
already.
yeah, a challenging hurdle to get over, something that needed to be taken down a notch so that you could continue on your journey.
Well, I'd say starting my threads account and like with that, just overall starting my social presence. I don't know how to name it because once I published the book, I didn't have any socials. I had like my personal Instagram, and I did a couple posts about my book and didn't like it. Didn't see any result, and just forgot about it. Uh, and I had a couple sales from the start from friends, and I did do a free promotion. So a couple tens, like a couple dozen people took it. I don't think they even read it. 'Cause no reviews, no ratings were updated. And so from then, I just had like I don't know a dry streak of months, almost for a year, and my book like wasn't noticed by anybody. I had climbed like on 4 million something position on Amazon, and so with starting threads, it just started being active. That's the main reason. So people started seeing my book, started reading at least a little, and with every month, I made it more and more like sales and reads and more subscribers I had. And just people liked me, if you can say it, like my rambling and stuff.
I would say so.
Yeah, and from there, like maybe a second phase of this boss is me starting to film the videos that are on the Instagram and TikTok. I
I've
still haven't done any like talking videos, but that's the third
oh
phase of this boss.
oh yeah, that's very fair. I've been watching your videos and such, and I've been enjoying them, especially the one where you're reading and it's point of view when you get to the good part, and you're just like oh, and then sit up.
Oh yeah,
That one was
it's
absolute
I
cinematic
I
perfection.
did have yeah I did have a lot of moments like that in a couple of books from the series that I like. You just cannot physically sit on like a calm position. You have to tense up for this action scene or something.
Real. All right. So, chat. Do you have any questions or anything for Mr. Byrne before we end our interview? Anything at all? Let's give it a few minutes.
Let them get to this part.
mm, just another lazy creative asks, do you ever have moments where you doubt the story? If so, what helps drive you forward through these moments?
Well, I surely had moments like this, and some of them are the same moments where I talked about a bit earlier, where I just understand that this chapter or this scene is just not good enough as I can make it, but I don't understand how to create it better. So again, you watch on how others did it like very quickly or just brilliantly, and not really copy him, but just see what really made that scene uh, or situation work, and just use the same rules to your own story. So maybe this is what I'd say.
Okay, okay. All right. Chat, do we have any other questions you'd like answered by the glorious Mr. Byrne? I think we got time for maybe two, three more.
We left them speechless.
Oh, yeah. They don't even know what to do about us. My wife says that she's sorry she's not good with coming up with questions, but she did enjoy the stream and getting to know you.
Oh, thank you.
I talk about
I'm glad
you
she
a
enjoyed it.
lot. Not gonna lie.
Hello.
I am always telling her about the burn dorm and the quests that we do and about the fun things you and I have done, like play and peak together and things like that.
Yeah, well, she can join as well and be a part of it.
Hell yeah. Um,
Maybe we'll inspire her to write something or
there
to
you
draw your
go.
webcomic.
There you go, love. Um, all right. So, what do you find is your biggest source of inspiration?
Well, music. We said
Music.
it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
absolutely is music. Sometimes, like, I get inspiration from some other stuff, like any random post online or just a film. Like, I have a lot of random phrases that I just liked that I saw in other books, in movies, series, or whatever, and I just see it, leave it in the notes of wherever story I find it most fitting to, and maybe like 3 months I'll need just this phrase to write in the dialogue with my character, and it already happened a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
And apart from just using other inspiration like literal phrases or description of scenes, except the physical, it's the music. So just to give me the mood, help me visualize the scene.
That's super fair.
Because for me, music it helps not as much with the mood, but it helps me imagine the scene as if I am watching like a movie of it or like an animated series. So if it's an action scene, and if you've probably seen some of the action scenes where music perfectly fitted to the scene, and without music, I'm like imagining the scene, and it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. But then I start the music, and I just see every single like frame of it like perfectly. I know how to describe it. I know how it looks, how it feels, how it should feel, and so on.
Okay, okay. All right. And our last question for the day. Though you have written a romance, do you prefer dark and gritty worlds or perhaps something warm and colorful?
Not really a fan of too much dark and gritty, but I say every story or like every genre has parts of it that I really like. I'd say most of the stories that I would really like to write about, they do have both of dark parts about the world and like warming parts, like soul touching, heartful moments as life itself. So I guess I'm copying life with that, but adding a bit of fantasy to it.
I completely understand that. Like my favorite genre is horror, but I definitely find joys throughout all different types of work. Because like you're supposed to feel your emotions, and art,
Yeah, you
music,
have different
movies.
emotions.
Yeah, all these media that we create are there to elicit these emotions. And if you don't feel these emotions, it could start getting mentally bad for you, you know? So, like,
Yeah, and I mean, art is part of feeling the same emotions the creator felt creating it, or just wishing for you to create to feel this emotion.
exactly. Like, if I'm watching way too much horror for a while, I start thinking more in terms of horror. So I'm like,
Yeah,
let's
well,
switch
bad
that up a
stuff.
little bit, and then I'll watch like an Adam Sandler comedy and be like, haha, funny man.
Yeah, life is good now.
So I think having the ability to find the good in every genre is an amazing quality to have for a creator.
Yeah. I would like quote, uh, say my favorite quote of one of my favorite singers. Uh, Life without music is boring, and music without life is horrible. And that's kind of the mindset I have for all of my art.
That that is actually completely true. I stand behind that 100%.
Yeah, because it's short, it's understandable, and without art in our world, it would be a lot more boring. Maybe
It's
a lot more harder to just live in and to enjoy. But also, when art is created without the soul, or like without the life of its creator in it, like put in it, then it's you cannot just feel anything to it. Like sure
funnily
it exists, but yep,
funnily enough, I think a meme captured this perfectly, and it's about an Oreo cookie, right? And first character says that their favorite part of the cookie is the the outside cookie part, not the cream. And another guy, the second person comes in and says, darkness without light is uh, suffocating." I think he said. Darkness without light is suffocating, but light without darkness is blinding.
yep,
And I think that fits perfectly right
it is
here.
true. It is true. And also to the like philosophical thoughts, if we go deeper into it, without one you cannot feel or understand the other. So if it would be just all darkness, you cannot understand what light is.
Exactly.
Same as vice versa. But when they do exist, and it's the same with like laughter and like fear, and like happiness and depression, you cannot feel one if you felt only the other one. But if you have felt both, then you can understand and distinguish one from another. Just understand that they exist, like how it feels like.
Solidarity.
Yep.
All right. So, do you have anything else you'd like to say to chat before we end our interview?
No, they were very lovely.
Yeah, we have the best chat over here. My cultists are great.
Absolutely. All of your followers just standing as crows listening to you.
Yeah, I wish. All right. Well, chat. Let's uh let's thank our guest, Mr. Byrne. Um, our links are or his links are in the chat up a little bit. Buy his book on Amazon. Follow him on Instagram. follow his TikTok, start messaging him and all that on threads. And if you
I'll
want to
be
join
very
the
glad to
burn
see you.
dorm, if you want to join the burn dorm,
You're
just
always
talk to your
welcome.
boy. But remember, do your own research. Don't trust the government. Drink water. Stay safe.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.